even funny.
Alright, hey guys, it's Steely11 here, and this is Player One Gaming.
Hey.
This is the boy who gave up. Alright.
Tell them what we're doing today.
So today, as you all know, the playoffs in the NFL start tomorrow. So,
Yes.
we are going to make our predictions, because we did last year, and we were kind of almost right, but we were wrong.
I had the Saints winning the Super Bowl, I believe.
But they didn't
No.
win.
I had the Rams and the Patriots in it, but I had the Rams winning. I think. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look.
Okay, so today we're going to go game by game until we have our Super Bowl winner. We did it in
What happens if we disagree?
Then we fight to the death. We go hiya. Just kidding. We did this in Madden 20 yesterday. Titans went all the way to the AFC Championship, so I'm pretty sure.
It was bizarre.
Yeah. The Chiefs beat the Saints in the Super Bowl, so we'll see what we think. Okay, so the first game, the 5th-seeded Buffalo Bills travel to Houston to take on the 4th-seed Texans. Who's going to win, Ethan? Will it be the Billy Billies or the Texie Texies?
First of all, you called me Nathan.
Listen, Nathan.
I'm gonna go with the Texans.
All right, why do you think the Texans are going to win?
I think they're better.
That's a great reason.
Is
it because the Patriots lost to the Texans, but they beat the Bills twice?
Probably.
Okay, I agree with you. They will play the Texans. So then that's tomorrow evening. And then tomorrow night, the 6th-seeded Tennessee Titans travel to Foxborough to take on the 3rd-seeded New England Patriots. First time in a few years the Patriots don't have a divisional bye. And this could be a snowy game because I saw reports that there's supposed to be a snowstorm heading to New England tomorrow. Anyway, so who wins this and why?
I wanted to go with the Titans, but everyone's just like, there's no way. For some reason, everyone is just thinking it's going to be the hardest thing in the world for the Titans to accomplish. To beat Tom Brady at home in the playoffs.
Well, and then again, the Titans didn't get, they didn't clinch their spot until, the last second,
Okay.
so. They also finished 9-7, so.
But the Patriots prove they can lose to garbage teams.
Yeah, the Dolphins.
How do you beat the Bills but you lose to the Dolphins?
Well, I don't know, Ethan.
Makes no sense. All right.
How do you lose to the Dolphins but beat them 43-0 earlier in the season?
I don't know. You know what? I'll just stick with what everyone else is saying. I guess I'll go with the Patriots.
Okay. I agree. I think the Patriots are going to win. So, the Patriots will play the Chiefs in the divisional round, and the Texans will play the Ravens. Okay, so let's go to the NFC wild card. Okay, so first up, the Minnesota Vikings travel to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Who's going to win and why?
Okay, wait. Vikings and Saints.
All right, why is the Saints winning?
They're better.
All right, that's
the Vikings.
We're having the Minneapolis Miracle Part 2, but it's not in Minneapolis this time.
Not this
time. It's in the Saints.
It's not going to happen this time.
Okay, so the Saints move on. So that means that they will play the Packers.
The Vikings just barely made. They're a 6th seed.
Yeah.
The
Vikings,
NFC is very good this year, so it's hard to make
the Vikings have proved that they always underperform against the good teams. Okay, so that means if the Saints win, then they'll play the Packers in the divisional round. The 49ers play the winner of this game. So, with that being said, the Seahawks will travel to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles.
So the Saints will play the winner over here.
Saints play them.
Okay.
Okay, so Seahawks will play the Eagles in Philadelphia. I know the Seahawks are a better team, but since the Eagles are a division winner, they're at home. Who wins and why?
Well, the Eagles are really lucky to be in it. They just barely won in a terrible division. What did they go, 8-7?
No, they went 9-7.
9-7. Well, that's because they went 9-7 because they played the Giants in the last week.
And then the Cowboys lost. I mean, no, they beat the Redskins. But all the Eagles had to do was win.
The Seahawks have shown that they're very good.
All right.
They've had a lot of close games with good teams. They've won a lot of games, actually.
Mm-hmm.
They've done a lot better than I thought they would. even though they're only a 5 seed. That's how good the NFC is. I'll go with the Seahawks.
All right, so
I think it'll be a blowout, honestly.
So the Seahawks will play the 49ers, and surprisingly enough, ESPN says that the Seahawks-Eagles game will be the closest wild card game. And the Vikings-Saints will be the biggest blowout game. Okay,
Probably.
so go back to the AFC divisional round. I wrote the Bills on accident. This is the Texans. The Texans will travel to Baltimore, Maryland to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Who is going to win and why?
Ravens.
And why?
They, well, ever since losing to Cleveland, they've won every game.
Yeah.
They beat the Steelers with half a team. I'm just saying. I'm just stating the facts. 28-10 with half a team. They didn't even have Lamar Jackson playing. They were playing against a team that was trying to get to the playoffs. Yeah. So.
All right.
And the Texans. I don't know.
And also,
Texans lost to the Titans.
The Ravens blew out the Texans earlier in the year, like 49-7 or something.
Yeah, well, Patriots proved that doesn't matter.
Okay.
But
all right, so Ravens win.
Yes.
All right, Ravens will go to the Ravens. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The Ravens will go to the AFC Championship against either the Patriots or the Chiefs. So let's go to that game. The Patriots will travel to Kansas City, Missouri to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Face Petty. All right, who wins and why?
Chiefs, because the Patriots' defense has not shown that they can hold on to the game for the entire time because the Patriot offense is so inept.
Despite how awesome they were looking at the beginning of the year.
They can't do anything on offense for whatever reason.
No.
So,
and also the Chiefs beat the Patriots earlier this season in Foxborough.
So, and this one's at Arrowhead, so it's kind of obvious.
The Chiefs are gonna go,
and literally the only reason I have the Patriots beating the Titans is because everyone else is.
Yeah.
So
I agree. I think the furthest the Patriots are gonna make it is the divisional round this year. Okay, so go to the NFC. The Seattle Seahawks will travel to San Francisco, California, to take on the division rival, the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers clinched the number 1 seed in the NFC after they beat Seattle back in Week 17. And that was a close game, even though it was a blowout at first. Who wins and why?
49ers in a close one.
Okay. They're going to go woohoo.
I think it'll be a really good game. I think whoever they play will in the AFC or NFC Championship will be a better game. So 49ers.
All right, 49ers. They will go to the NFC Championship against either the Saints or the Packers. And the 49ers have played both of those teams this year, blowing out the Packers. And actually, they beat both of them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, they barely beat the Saints.
And then they blew out the Packers. Okay, so in the other divisional round game, the New Orleans Saints will travel to Green Bay, Wisconsin, to take on the Green Bay Packers. And Lambeau is probably going to be very cold. Who wins and why?
Well, the Saints, I think, is better. I think this is going to be a good year for Drew Brees. It's already been a good year, but he's gonna make it really far in the playoffs. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain why. I think it should be an offensive game, though. Even though the Saints' defense, I think, is better.
Yeah.
So, the Saints.
And also, the Saints only lost to the 49ers by 2, and the Packers got blown out by them. Okay, so AFC Championship game. The Kansas City Chiefs will travel to Baltimore, Maryland, take on the Ravens. Who will win and why?
This is interesting because the Chiefs beat the Ravens.
The Chiefs did
long
beat the
time ago.
Ravens.
I mean, that was
back in the beginning of the year. I think week 3 or something.
Yeah, that was
or maybe I'm sorry.
It was like week 2.
Okay, yeah.
They lost. The Ravens lost their week 2 and week 4.
They won, then lost, and won and lost, and they won every game.
It's weird.
Because they blew out the Dolphins in that first game, like 59-10.
I think the Ravens win this time.
All right, so the Ravens go to the Super Bowl. All right, so will we have a Super Bowl 47 rematch, or will it be a new game? NFC Championship. Saints travel to San Francisco to take on the 49ers. Who will advance to the Super Bowl and why?
I think the Saints win this time.
Oh, the Saints win? Alright, why will the Saints win?
Trading wins.
Maybe they want revenge for their loss.
Yes, I think that they will come in with a better
And that game was in
plan.
New Orleans. This time it'll be in San Francisco if it happens.
I don't know. It's going to be close no matter what. But I'm got Saints.
Okay, so Super Bowl 54 will be the Baltimore Ravens versus the New Orleans Saints. Who wins this game and why? Who will be Super Bowl 54 champions?
It'll be an offensive game. The Ravens' offense is stronger. They're better. I think ultimately this game will come down because I think the Saints have a good enough defense to stay in it. It's not like they're going to get blown out or anything. I think it's going to come down to whoever makes the least amount of mistakes, probably. I guess Ravens. I got the
Ravens will win the Super Bowl.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
You have the Ravens win the whole thing as well?
I think the only thing, I agree with everything you did except one thing. I think the 49ers are going to win this game. Anyway.
So you like going with the higher seed teams?
Well, they're better. And they also beat them earlier this season.
I know. But that doesn't mean anything.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't mean anything postseason. Anything can happen.
All right, guys. So this is Super Bowl 54. Ravens are Super Bowl champions for the third time in team history. This time it's no Flacco. It's Jacko.
Okay.
So who will win Super Bowl MVP, do you think?
Probably Lamar Jackson.
Do you think he'll go...
Yeah. He's probably going to win the whole thing.
Who do you think...
He'll be good for a long time, probably.
Who do you think is going to win MVP of the year?
Lamar Jackson.
All right. All right, so Lamar Jackson, he was pretty good.
Yeah, he's really good, actually. Not just pretty good, he's really good.
I'm pretty sure the MVP finalists will be Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and Drew Brees, and Lamar Jackson will win it. All right. I think Defensive Rookie of the Year is probably going to be Nick Bosa. Offensive Rookie of the Year, I don't know. Who's been good? Who's been good?
I don't know. This is going to be John Harbaugh's year, though. Again.